My reading is, if we look at the Nile, we should look at the Nile. It should not just be a focus on the dam. Because I think what we see when we look at the Nile is something else that we see when we look at the dam. I think when we look at the Nile, we see aspirations, we see needs of change, we see growing needs for electricity, for power in Ethiopia and Sudan. It's clear, once Ethiopia is out of the war, they have a need for more electricity. They are developing, they are having different investments that need more power. So I think the power question is one of the questions that should be looked at differently, not just by looking at the Nile, not just by looking at the GERD. I think the question of solar, wind, thermal energy are questions that we can all help. UAE is top on this. We have smart technology. These would be questions that could cater for the future rather than just looking into the now. Same with the water management. If it's too late now, then we don't need to look into it, and then what would be the consequence? Then we would just state the question that the Nile water will not be enough for the growing demography of Egypt in the next 50 years. So no, we have to move now, and I think it's not too late, but it should, we should engage right now in these questions of the needs of a growing demography. What does it mean for desalination? What does it mean for issues that can help the question of water? The dam itself, it's not really filled to its max, so there was no threat in the second filling. The dam itself is not really, for Sudan it's actually positive. It can basically regulate the flow, so we don't see the same flooding and droughts that we've seen before. It can be used positively. But I think if we only look at the dam without looking into the bigger picture, then we might be too late.